Hello everyone, my name is Esther Yan and I'll be doing a presentation about voiceover acting. So to start, who here has ever stayed in a movie theater to watch through the ending credits? Okay. And have you ever stuck around to see behind the scenes? And lastly, was there ever a moment where watching a professional voice actors bringing characters to life made you want to dream of becoming one yourself? And so these are some of the questions that many people have wondered. And this is where I will be talking about the voice acting, about the spirits of voice acting. So to start, think of a time where you read a bedtime story to a younger sibling, or a child, or at least a child. And as you read, you naturally bring the words to life, giving each character a distinct voice and adjusting your tone to match the mood of the story. And whether you want to make them laugh, feel excited, or lure them to sleep, your ability to make memorable voices play a crucial role in the storytelling experience. And voice acting follows the same principle in using the voice as a powerful tool to immerse the audience and make a characters feel real. And so one thing about voice acting is that it is definitely an art form that allows you to bring stories and characters to life, whether you are reading a script, narrating a story for children, or when you're performing in a play. And it's also a really nice way to make like a unique voice for your character while honing your vocal techniques. Voice acting has been around for many generations, and it is still a skill that everyone should have. And so whether you were reading from the audiobooks or animated films, or when you're doing like a play or musical, so voice acting is a very exciting way to captivate and engage an audience. So from here, I'll be talking about the key elements, and those key elements are breath control, diction and enunciation, body language, and volume control. So with these four elements, you'll be able to feel like you can voice any character and properly invoke the emotions of the character's profile with speaking to other people. So one key element that is very essential is breath control. And as you may know, that breath control is a very great way to enhance your vocal techniques when it comes to voicing your character. And I know that many of you folks here are a theater majors, so you obviously need to have breath control while you're up on stage. And so and it's also a way to contribute to vocal control, especially when you're honing to that emotional expressions, and also like bringing that and conveying that emotions while like depending on the scene that you're playing through. And and not only this will bring awareness of your own presence, but this will also create a comfortable and less restrained environment where you can be yourself. And good breath control will also help maintain consistency while you're performing, and also prevent from strain and fatigue, and especially when you're going through long sessions of recording. And so by mastering these techniques, such as diaphragmatic breathing, control techniques, and a proper pacing, they can all help sustain exaltation, proper pacing, voice acting can sustain the energy and keep the delivery smooth and natural. And then moving forward, the next step is diction and enunciation. So imagine you're reading a lines on your script. So while you're reading that, you know that it is essentially important to have a clear, concise voice, especially when you're playing a specific character. And so depending what character you are, it is also good to understand the personalities, and giving the time to get to know your character will help understand and and you can easily portray like how that character feels. And that and then with the clear diction and clear pronunciation, it can also help audience to understand the message, and that they can also understand the actor's credibility while they're playing that character. And part of being a voice acting is about the passion. You see, passion is something that voice actors should have. And also, it's something that people can really like pick upon when it comes to your voice. And having that true passion is something that you can have while you're playing a voice acting. So for example, Mark Hamill, as you can see, he is very articulate and has a sharp diction when it comes to portraying emotions. And that because it's very clear, which is suitable for his diction is very clear, that it's very that you can tell that he's very suitable for high energy or intense scenes. And so he also takes the time to understand the agenda of his character and also practices his times to capture the emotions of the characters before shooting. And so moving forward, we're also looking to body language. This body language really grasps the idea of the voice acting when it comes to voicing their actors. So it brings more of that natural feeling and also gives a more embracing of just knowing who your character you're playing. And so body language, as you can see, so when I'm standing like this, you can see it's very stiff. And sometimes your voice can be very strained when you're in the standing position like this, when you feel less comfortable. So basically when you're recording, you need to have your voice relaxed. So just have the body language, just have your body feel natural and relaxed, and just be more confident in yourself. And that way when your voice can come out naturally, and that you feel like nobody is judging you, and that you don't have to feel like nobody is around you just seeking you to, or feeling a lot of pressure when you're doing it. So yeah, definitely know what the benefits are, and that the body language is very good, especially when you know that just having that confidence is something that you can have. And lastly, we also talk about volume control. Now, volume control is something that voice actors are yet trying to learn, because in some cases they have been very there has been very high fast pacing scenes, or intense scenes where actors they sometimes feel pressure to speak loud, to speak fast or speak slow. But in rare cases, speaking slow is a very great way to hone the voice. And believe it or not, volume control is something that can really help voice actors to create their own passion when it comes to voicing their characters. So yeah, I'll be talking about this during the presentation. And so in the end, voiceover acting is all about bringing stories and characters to life through the power of the voice. It is a unique form of acting where your voice becomes the bridge between the audience and the message, whether it's for commercials, animations, or when you're reading books or watching games, or also reading or listening to audiobooks. But yeah, what I love about voice acting is that they create worlds and evoke emotions without needing to physically be on screen. But yeah, thank you so much.